Welcome back. It's Brad here again, and if you're watching this video, you probably want to know how I was able to invest in so much real estate with no money and bad credit and no prior experience. And if that's you, I'm glad you're here because that's exactly what we're going to talk about. But before we get there, I need to teach you a few things about how real estate investing works, and then no money down will all make sense. The first thing that y'all need to know is that there are three main ways to make money with real estate. The first one's equity, the second one is cash flow, and the third one is appreciation. Now let me break these three down for you and make it as simple as I can by telling a story. The first way you can make money in real estate is what we call equity. Let's say for a minute you acquire a house today for $200,000. Where'd you get the money? Well, we'll touch on that in a minute. The house needs a few cosmetic repairs. It doesn't show very well, so people overlook it. But you're not people. You're not like everyone else because you're starting to learn how to play the game. So you bought this house for $200,000. But after $15,000 in paint and carpet, it's now worth $240,000. You just made yourself a cool $25,000 in equity. You could sell the house today and put $25,000 back in your pocket. That is equity. And yes, you can do this without any money of your own. I've done this 5 times in the past few months already, all with no money out of pocket. Continuing on the story, the second way you can make money in real estate is through cash flow. So you bought this house for $250,000. Remember, $200,000 to buy, $15,000 for paint. And instead of selling it and pocketing the $25,000, now you decide you want to rent it out. How much money can you make in cash flow? You have a mortgage of $1,300 and the rent you charge is $1,700. You make $400 in what we call passive income, or also what we call mailbox money, because it's money that shows up in your mailbox every month. At $400 every month in the first year, that's $4,800 in profit per year. What could you do with an extra $4,800? With annual 6% rent increases, you make $6,024 in the second year, $7,321 in the third year. Remember, you're raising the rents a healthy amount, all while your mortgage payment stays the same. After 3 years, you've made $18,145 in rent alone, while having all your expenses and your mortgage paid for. Oh, that's right, with no money out of pocket. We call this making your money work for you. But we're not done yet. We're just learning the rules of the game. You haven't learned how to turn the tables just yet. But that's where this number 3 comes in, appreciation. So the third way we can make money in real estate is through appreciation. Here is the heavy hitter. You bought this house for $215,000 3 years ago, and at the time it was worth $240,000. Now, considering appreciation at 10% year over year, and in some areas seeing even higher numbers than that, now the house is worth $319,440. You just made $79,440 in appreciation in 3 years. So let's review. Equity, you made $25,000 immediately up front. Now, of course, you could have sold the house, but you didn't. You decided to keep it for passive income, cash flow. You made $18,145 over 3 years. And then there's the appreciation. You increased your net worth $79,440 over 3 years. All said and done, you made $122,549 on this one deal alone over the course of the last 3 years. You break that down, you've just increased your net worth by $40,846 per year. Now, I'm not sure who you are or where you work, but with just one house, could that replace your income? No? How about 2 houses? Now you're at $81,729. Add a third house, you're at $122,549. And now your net worth is appreciating by 6 figures every year. You're pocketing all those rents that you generate every month while increasing your net worth through appreciation. You're in better financial position, banks will loan you money now, your credit is going up, and you can choose to sell at any time and cash in on all that equity. Or retain your real estate and keep the appreciation and cash flow train rolling. Whatever you decide to do, this is how the wealthy build wealth. This is how the game of real estate investing is played, and this is how you can win. If you acquired just one house every year for the next 3 years, yes, your net worth would be increasing by 6 figures every year after that, while investing in an asset that pays for itself and cash flows more money every year than it did the last. Now, I know what you're saying. That's great, Brad. Let's do it. I'm ready to go. But how do I do this with no money out of pocket like you did? Well, let me tell you, in the next video, we'll be looking at that very question. Click the button below and you can continue.